and matron of honor, Lori, Kate, and Matt. Let's have a nice round of applause for Lori, Kate, and Matt. Come on, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start with Lori. Lori, take it away.
Good evening, everyone. First off, congratulations to the bride and groom, and thank you all for being here to celebrate this happy occasion. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lori, and I am Jessica's sister-in-law. Jessica, I'm gonna cry. You look absolutely breathtaking. You have given Katie and I this privilege today of being your major of honors, and I want to thank you for that. This morning, as we started to prepare for the day, I saw how excited you were, and it brought tears to my eyes. As the day went on, it brought back so many happy memories and flooded me with so much happiness for you. As we continue to create these special memories together, I am reminded that we have this bond that goes beyond the meaning of sisterhood. When I look back to when I first met you, you were celebrating your 20th birthday. You were so young, but so wise beyond your years. I am so blessed that you have shared your thoughtfulness and compassion with me. You have given me not only this wonderful friendship, but a little sister I never had, but always wanted. You are an honest and true person, and this is what makes you amazing. I hope that the love surrounding you today will be there for many years to come. I love you. Dan. Here we go. Since I met you, you have always been a genuine, sweet guy with a good head on your shoulders. I can't think of a better man for Jess to marry. Seeing her so happy and with this incredible glow she's had since she's met you tells me you will be a terrific husband. My wish for the two of you is that your love will deepen and grow, that your home will be filled with many cousins, Rico and Adriana. Family get-togethers, and laughter for all the days of your life. Never forget to put your love and your family first. I love you both very much, and always remember that Nick, Nico, Adriana, and I are always here for you both. Best wishes.
Thanks, Lori. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kate, and I'm Jess's other matron of honor. And I would also like to start off by congratulating the happy couple and thanking them and their families for having us here tonight to share this special moment with them. Jess and I have been friends for almost 10 years. We met on the first day of high school. She had just moved to Southington from Waterbury, and as soon as we met, we were instant friends. We would spend hours on the phone with each other talking about boys and clothes, and at sleepovers, we would give each other makeovers and read magazines. And in what might be a surprise to some, Jess and I share a love of shopping, so naturally, the mall was our second home on the weekends. Every summer, we would spend hours at the pool, and for years, Jess joined my family and me on family vacations to Hampton Beach, where we ate at Yonkers and wore ridiculous lobster hats. After high school, as we went our separate ways, we always remained close, and be it in person or on the phone, whenever we catch up, it seems like we are just where we left off. Jess, you've always been a great friend to me, and even though I'm an only child, I've always considered you my sister. Anyone that's lucky enough to have Jess in their life knows that she is one of the most generous and loyal people that you will ever meet. She's super smart and extremely organized. Have you seen her shoe closet? She used to rearrange my closet for me by color because she couldn't stand the mess. But really, Jess, you're beautiful inside and out, and it's easy to see why Dan loves you so much. One of the first times I met Dan was at a birthday party that he was throwing for Jess. I had heard so much about this amazing man that Jess had fallen so deeply in love with, and within minutes of being there, I knew why. Dan treats Jess like gold, and he would truly do anything for her. They're a perfect match for one another. They share a love of travel, a love of family, and a love of the Mets. But the most important thing that they share is a deep love of one another. Almost 3 years ago, I was lucky enough to have Jess stand by my side as I married the man of my dreams, and I'm so honored to have stood by hers earlier today as she married her man of her dreams. Jess and Dan, I could not be happier for you two. I know that tonight is only the start of a beautiful lifetime of memories. Please raise your glass to Mr. and Mrs. Morrison. Cheers.
Good evening, everybody. Those of you who don't know me, I'm the best man, the brother of the groom, Matt. Referred to.
Come on, Matt. Thank you, Matt.
In some small circles, referred to as Minnie, due in no small part to my size and relationship to his brother. Yeah. That's what you want to do. First, I would like to thank my parents, Diane and Glenn Morrison, as well as Jess's parents, Lisa and Mike Kiley, and Cheryl and Dan Fasano. Their love and support have given Jess and Dan the chance to meet and grow into the magnificent couple that they are. In addition to the parents, I'd like to thank all of our family and friends who have joined us here to support them in their marriage. And I wish them all the best. I know you're really honestly meant for each other. But so as the best man, we heard a lot of stories about Jess, but I have to fill in about Dan. So honestly, I have to say, as the best man today, I don't really feel like this title is maybe so appropriate, because if I'm the best man, then, well, why is Jess marrying Dan? Well, of course, obviously, it's because he's the best man. I'm just saying, maybe I'm just a pretty good man. But I do admire Dan. He's a man I admire for many reasons. First, his generous nature. What with him actually donating his body to science at SUNY Albany, he actually preserved his body in beer for the entire time he was there. Second, for teaching me all of the things that a big brother should, like how to make your own rules, as in no rules at all, or the art of negotiating with mom and dad, and of course, especially the value of a good chicken wing. Lastly, I admire Dan for somehow managing to land a girl like Jess, a woman who I know will make him happy for the rest of his life. So, as his younger brother, I'd like to give you a perspective on how it was to grow up with him as a child. He really was a kind-hearted, patient kid. He taught me how to stick up for myself and paved the way for my entrance into manhood. He shared with me his infinite theories of wisdom, a few of which I'll share with you today. There are many, many more of these Danisms. So, the first one, of course, Dan, I've been careful all my life.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. The least work prevails. Or, last but not least, Danimal. Yes. So, Dan's path in life, up until he met Jess, was maybe not so straight. Looking back, one might find him wheeling and dealing baseball cards in elementary school, or attending concerts at the Chance in Poughkeepsie in middle school, or even high school. Or even driving around town with a megaphone and a state trooper's hat. I find myself thinking, throughout all of this, Dan, really, when did you become a man? It really was when you met Jess. Jess is one of the most thoughtful women I've ever met. Thoughtful and honestly organized, beyond my imagination. I had the pleasure of meeting her while I was dating my future bride at the time, Kelly, at St. Joseph College. And as fate would have it, she ended up moving to Newburgh 3 years later after I had initially met her, and meeting my brother through a completely different connection. So, despite the odds of them finding each other, I knew the outcome was inevitable, I think, the first time I saw them together. They really are meant for each other. So if you look around this room, you'll find a network of people from all over the country, presumably all now part of his latest pyramid scheme. In all seriousness, you're all somehow part of their lives, and I hope you will join me in congratulating them and wishing them luck as they start their married lives together. So in closing, thanks for putting down your forks for the past couple of minutes. I do appreciate it. Just know Dan maybe wouldn't do the same. Chow down, drink up, and celebrate the union of Mr. and Mrs. Dan Morrison.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen. Nice round of applause. Fantastic toast. At this time, I'd like to welcome the beautiful bride to the center of the dance floor. Also like to welcome out her father to join her. Let's have a wonderful round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, she's going to dance with her dad on her wedding day. Here we go.